in like the biggest heel right now. Like usually I'm here. That's amazing. I look like an Oompa Loompa. Oh my gosh, it's fine, it's fine. I'm cheating in my heels. How are you? Have y'all met before?
This young man, I think, was on the Cardinals.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm from Arizona, so of course I love it. I know who you are. Yeah. This guy's great, so don't just take her word for it. Take mine.
Well, Calais, how does it feel to receive one of the most coveted sports awards? That's pretty amazing.
It's been incredible. You know, I think the biggest thing is I'm more inspired than ever. You know, it gave me a lot of motivation to want to do more. So, it's pretty cool.
And you're doing amazing things. I love when people have such a big spotlight, especially sports figures, because a lot of little kids look up to y'all. And the fact that you use it for such good, it's like you're superheroes. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I take pride in being a role model. I really do.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's
awesome.
A lot of people see it as a burden, so it's awesome that you take pride in it and you think about it positively. But David, what is the best award you've ever won? What do you think?
Kelly, I'm not really an awards guy. I think it's just nice to be almost nominated.
Almost.
No, I was up for a Golden Globe and an Emmy.
Wow.
It went the wrong way at the last minute when they announced it, but it's exciting. No, it's great.
So Calais, have you always had such a giving spirit? Where did it come from?
It started with my family, you know, growing up, my parents, you know, especially my dad, he really installed it in us at a young age that, like, you have to be involved in the community, you know, giving back, you know, even if you don't have a lot to give back, give time, you know.
Yeah.
Used to push cars out of the snow and, like, you know, go help, you know, my dad used to make me go out and help, like, ladies with the groceries and stuff in the grocery stores. And,
it's raising a gentleman.
Yeah, you know, and it really has paid off because, you know, I really am inspired and I try to do, you know, I feel like the only thing you can really control is your effort. And, you know, I don't know if I'll make a difference in this world, but I'm definitely going to try.
Yeah, and hey, I'm like a firm believer. I'm a firm believer. I'm a church kid, so, I mean, even if you help one person, it's worth it.
Oh,
you know, and you're helping way more than that, but even if it is just one, you know, you're still a superhero if you're helping someone. So tell us about your CRC Foundation.
I started with my family, you know, so a bunch of my brothers and sisters. I have 7 siblings. And,
wow, your mom, okay.
She's an incredible woman.
She's a mighty one.
But we just wanted to do something for my dad's legacy. And I got to the NFL and I saw this platform and just this ability to be able to help so many people. And so we tried to just find different ways to help so many kids. And it really comes down to, you know, just spending time, you know, I'm a church-going person as well, and, you know, like, I try to say that I'm going to give 10% of my time to charity and to giving back and making a difference, and that's hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, like tithing, yeah.
But it is definitely something that's special to me.
The best kind of human, I think, is consistent. And that's, you know, because the worst kind, I feel like, is an inconsistent human. And I think especially when you help with kids, like, that's the coolest thing, that you're still constantly kind of appearing in their lives and not going away. So thank you for that. But what are some things the CRC Foundation does? Like, how do they help?
Well, we do a lot, but I think the things that we really try to focus on is really, so when I was younger, I was in the 7th grade, and I really didn't enjoy reading. You know, I read because I had to. And then I had a teacher challenge me and, like, put a book in front of me that really connected with me. And then I started reading all the time. I love reading from that point on. So now my biggest goal is to really just get kids involved in reading. So I created reading programs and just trying to find ways to make reading more fun for a lot of the kids.
But last season you created the Season of Giving. What is that about?
Because of this great job I have, you know, you have this big platform, and there are a lot of charities that I like, and there were, you know, I wanted to really help bring exposure, some awareness to some charities that really meant a lot to me. So I created this, you know, Season of Giving. You know, I'm gonna take, you know, $100,000 I want to give. So I went and looked at my stats for the last 5 years, and I broke it down. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give $5,000 for a sack, give $10,000 for like a touchdown or a big turnover. You know, I'm gonna give $1,000 for, you know, for just winning the game. And so my goal was to give $20,000 to each charity. And so I did 4 different charities, and then when I was in Denver, I broke it down to 4 charities from where I'm from, because we played in Denver, which was incredible. We won the game, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Are you ever like, if I do that, I'll leave that one there? It's amazing though, and it makes it fun too for, like, the kids watching and the families watching. I'm like, oh my God, that's $2,000 right there. That's pretty cool.
And people were allowed to give along with me too, so it was like you know, they can, like, donate through some website we have.
What a clever idea.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, all right. So Calais, your foundation also gives out scholarships, I hear.
This is true.
This is awesome, because that's a huge thing. racking up all that debt for college students. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, I want to inspire people and help people like that actually have potential to, you know, do something with their lives. And it really started out like, you know, helping people come from similar backgrounds as me, big families, you know, financially stressful, you know, and need help. And so giving away a few scholarships in my day.
That's amazing, because a lot of people give up on that dream because they can't, like I couldn't have gone if I hadn't been able to get financial help because of singing. Like that's how I had to get scholarships and stuff.
If it wasn't for sports, I wouldn't have been able to go to college either without scholarships.
Yeah.
You know,
you think you could have gotten a sports scholarship there, Dave? What, like...
Kelly, I'm not on trial here. Listen, I'm still baffled you got a singing scholarship. Is that something?
Well, I got, first I sang opera and stuff, so I could have, but then I ended up trying out for Idol, so. It worked. My mom was not happy.
You flushed it all down the toilet.
Well, my mom was not happy that I was like, so instead of taking advantage of this scholarship I worked hard to earn, I'm going to move to LA and live on a mattress and try and be a singer.
No.
Yeah.
And what happened?
No, actually, what's funny is I worked here, had such a hard time. My place burned down, lived in my car for 3 days, drove back home, auditioned for Idol. So, yeah. So, you know what? Maybe go to college.
Good job.
All right, well, Calais doesn't know this, but we have a woman here who says he completely changed the course of her life forever. 7 years ago, she'd almost given up on her dreams to go to college. She just didn't think she could afford it. That is until she met Calais. Now, not only is she a college graduate, she's researching ways to cure HIV. Please welcome Deanna, y'all. She's like, move over, that's messy. So, Deanna, what stopped you from going to college right after high school?
The biggest thing that stopped me was financials. I was a middle child, I was pretty good at school, I loved studying the sciences, but most people around me, either they tried to pursue higher education, didn't finish, or they didn't have the money in the first place, so they wouldn't even go. So it kind of was out of my range of possibility.
Yeah. And that happens to a lot of people. College is expensive.
Yes.
Oof. But how did you land this scholarship? Like, how did that happen?
Fate, stars aligned.
They're in your favor.
Yeah. A mutual friend of my family introduced me to his sister, Keon. Yeah. And the moment I met her, we like clicked. And we did a lot of things, like we went to Costco this one time, bought a bunch of food, handed it out to the homeless downtown.
That's cool.
We had a bunch of charity events that we did all around Arizona. So one day, her and Calais invite me to this fancy smancy restaurant, and I swear I walked in, I was the only kid. All these people have 401ks and families, and I'm sitting there sipping on apple juice in the corner, trying not to be noticed. And I hear my name. They're like, Deanna, come to the stage. And I was just like, okay, what's going on? And they go, you got a scholarship to go to college. And Calais goes, congratulations. And I'm like, what just happened?
You had no idea.
Oh, no, it might be because I was just a child, but.
Best surprise ever. That's amazing.
It was amazing.
Because, I mean, I feel like so many people just need that opportunity, and so many people are suppressed because you can't fly, you know, if somebody's cutting off your wings, you don't even have the opportunity. So that's amazing.
Absolutely.
So how did the scholarship in college, how do you feel like that changed your life?
For me, college was the foundation for who I am as a person. So I ended up going to High Point University in High Point, North Carolina, and I majored in biology. Yeah. And the greatest thing was not worrying about financials. I was able to study harder. I was able to do outreach, volunteering, music, just expanding all of my horizons because I had less things to worry about. Yeah. So, you know, all those research experiences eventually led me to where I am now, which I'm a senior research support specialist at SUNY Upstate Medical University.
Amazing. And I love this story because look at what we would have missed out on. Like, she just couldn't get in the building, you know what I'm saying? And like, we would have missed out, and you might end up being one of the people to like really change the trajectory of people's health and lives. And that's, it just drives me insane how expensive college is. But whatever, it's a different show, different time, whatever. Deanna, you have something you wanted to say to Calais, right?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you. And I know there's a lot of ways that you can say that, but honestly, without you and the generosity of your family and, you know, the foundation, I would not have been able to be who I am today. And the best thing I hope I can do in the future is that, you know, I can open the door that you opened for me, for someone who can't even get close enough to knock on it. So.
That's so cool. How does that make you feel, man? You're like changing
incredible.
lives.
I got chills on my back, you know, like, I mean, when you give back, you just hope that somebody's like listening or somebody can take advantage of it. And like, you just don't know, you know, and you just try to do so much. And then like sitting here and hearing her speak like this and just, I mean, this is incredible. It makes it all worth it.
You're absolutely right, too, though. Plenty of people are given opportunity, but not everybody takes advantage of it, and not everybody really runs with it.
Yeah.
And that is a shining example of your character.
Thank you.
And can I just comment on your hair? When you turned sideways, I was like, okay. Your hair is so awesome right now.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Please don't make me keep going.